I have here 4 Nelson Hy-Vee tools, high velocity, direct drive, or standard velocity tools, whatever you want to call them. These are all 22 caliber tools, and they're all the same tool, but each one is a little bit different than the other tools. I'll start with this tool here. I did a video on this several years ago. There's also another link I want to leave to a tool that's very similar to these that was made by Spit in Europe. So that's probably where these tools originated from, but I digress. So really the only difference between this tool and that tool is the color of the plastic. The guard is just missing. It has the same type of guard. And so that's pretty much it. So we'll just take this one out of the picture right now. This tool here, I really don't know which is older between, or newer, between these two tools. Most likely they are the two newest tools. And I suspect that this one is newer than the one with the silver handle, but I really don't know. These clips were added at one point because from the handle splitting, so they added these clips on there, and you'll see them a lot on the low velocity versions of the tool, especially the ones put out by Omark. And here's the guard, and this one has a rubber boot on it, so I can take this rubber boot off, slip this guard, and I have a simple door butt guard, or I can take this guard, slide it on the opposite direction, and then put the boot on the proper way. I'll get there. And we're into shooting close access. This tool here, the only real difference between this tool and the other two tools is the metal handle. So we'll get back to that one later. This one, I suspect, is the oldest tool of the batch. Not only because of the metal handle, but because it has a threaded nut on it instead of the segments on the barrels that hold the other ones together. On these tools, push the one side down and I just pop this out. Sometimes easier than others. Removing the barrel and cleaning it is done in a similar fashion to the low V. Push down on one side, remove one of the retaining clips. Get the second clip out. You have this assembly here, spring and 2 collars. And then the other side will pop loose eventually. And we have access inside the tool to change the barrels out. This tool has a threaded nut. Spring with grommets, and basically the same setup. So now let's take a look at what else we got with this tool, other than this rather ugly colored toolbox. Mustard yellow, I guess. Good paint job though, what's left of it. So this tool is one of the tools, these tools, that use the powder loads that are in a plastic sleeve. So I have some green here, I have some yellow, blue, Super Power, And these are crimped, by the way, which is not unusual for high velocity loads to be crimped from Europe. These are black, and they're longer than most 22 caliber brass loads, but they're not quite as long as the level 7s and level 8s that you'll find. And then I got some reds, green, and washers, powder loads. So I have a Denel apron from the company that sold the tool originally. Say what you will about that. Warranty cards. And a couple of spare barrels. Let's see what we have here. One of these tools, I believe, is set up for 3/8. And this is a 3/8 barrel for the older tool to thread it on the nut. So I got some spare barrels. To me, the most interesting thing of all here is this piece of paper. This is the bill of sales from Holes Company to Steel and Associates for a Nelson Hy-Vee tool number 0850. And that would be this tool here. The serial number does match. The date of sales is 7/11/1963. So this tool, coming this July, was sold 60 years ago to, what was it again? Steel and Associates. If you'd like to look that over, I guess I'll take a photo of it and leave it at the end. And don't know, I tried to look up Holes Company. I'm pretty sure that the company that popped up is not the same company, but I digress. I would like to fire these tools, at least one of these again, just because I think it's neat. I want to see if it leaves that mark on the plastic, or actually on the powder load, like in the first video that I did. But I'm really not set up for it right now, so I'm going to leave it at that. Maybe we'll come back to these at a later date, maybe not.